Ladies and gentlemen, Easy Aces.
Once again, Anacin presents Easy Aces, radio's distinctive laugh novelty. Easy Aces come to you from the makers of Anacin, the remarkable method for getting really fast relief from pains due to headaches, neuritis, neuralgia, and rheumatism. All of you know Anacin, I'm sure. For chances are there are many people listening to me now who have been given 3 or 4 Anacin tablets either by his dentist or physician at some time or other. Anacin is so widely distributed to patients because it's a combination of medically proven and tested pain-relieving agents, like a prescription, and often brings incredibly fast and effective relief. So I am sure that any of you who are subject to the pains of either headaches, neuritis, or rheumatism will find surprisingly fast relief in Anacin. It's really astonishing. Thousands of people use it in preference to old-time ways. So the next time you're in distress, stop at the nearest drugstore and ask for Anacin. A-N-A-C-I-N. You'll be astonished at results. Last night marked the beginning of the 8th season of Easy Aces on the Air. And for their new season, you recall, they've turned the calendar back 8 years to present the story of their romance and ultimate marriage. Yesterday we learned that Mr. Ace, 8 years ago, was a traveling salesman and was passing through Jane's little Midwestern hometown when, at the corner drugstore, he met Jane and Marge. He seemed to take a fancy to Marge and accepted an invitation to Jane's home this evening only because Marge said she was going to be there too. As our scene opens now, we find Jane ushering Mr. Ace into the family living room. Listen.
Come right in, Mr. Ace. Oh, this room is just a mess, but it's Thursday, maid's night out. You know how that is.
Oh, I see. Your maid's off tonight.
No, we haven't a maid, but we observe the day just the same by just leaving things lie around anywhere. Well, give me your hat. Will you sit right here?
You observe the day by just leaving things lie around?
Yes, it sort of gives the house a rest, I always say.
Who were all those people sitting on the front porch?
People?
Yes, it seems I had to plow through a lot of people sitting around out there to get in here. Nobody seemed to pay much attention to me.
Oh, them? Well, those aren't people. They're my folks.
Oh, your folks.
I couldn't imagine who you meant at first. The old man, the real old man, that's my grandfather. We call him Granddad. He lives with us. He's my mother's father. Then there's Johnny. You met him last night. That's my brother.
Yeah.
And there's my mother. You'll meet her tonight. Now, let me see who else is out there. Oh, yes, the boy and the girl. On the swing, I guess they were. Were they on the swing?
Well, I don't exactly...
Well, they usually are. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They're cousins of mine, Esther and Eddie. They live with us this summer. He's 16 and she's 17. They're awfully cute. Their father and mother drowned on the ship. Everybody on the ship drowned except 4 people. Now, let me see who else. Who else is there?
On the ship?
No, on the porch.
Oh,
who else did you see out there when you... Oh, yes, my Uncle Fred. He lives with us, too.
He lives here, too?
Uh-huh.
Well, how do you manage?
Oh, we treat him like one of the family.
Oh, well, doesn't he mind it?
Beg pardon?
By the way, where's Marge? She said she'd be here. That's why I really...
Marge? Oh, she'll be here soon. Don't be too disgusted with Marge. You'll like her after a while.
Disgusted?
I couldn't help asking her, too, especially since I asked you right in front of her. She's awfully nice after you get to know her.
Wait a minute. You've got this thing...
A lot of people don't understand her at first because she always laughs at everything. But after you get to know her, you'll like her like I do.
Well, Miss Grace, so you finally got here.
Oh, hello, Johnny. Yes, I finally...
Well, I was asleep on the swing on the porch when you came up, I guess.
Oh, so they weren't sitting there.
What?
Where's Eddie and Esther?
Oh, took a walk, I guess.
And that's our 2 cousins I was telling you about. But they'll be back in time for you to meet them.
Yeah, but really, I thought that...
Well, Miss Grace, glad to see you here.
Oh, thank you. I kind of took you up on that invitation to play bridge.
Yes. Well, I see the stock market is still going up.
Yes, it had another good rise today.
You know, I got to thinking of what you told me last night, and I'm going to hold you to your promise to try to talk my father into seeing it your way.
My way.
Yes, about investing in the market. You know what you told me.
Well, I don't like to advise strangers about how they should...
But you said yourself that you thought 1929 would go down in history as one of the biggest boom years this country has ever known.
Well, yes, and I do think it will.
That's what I've been trying to tell Dad, but he won't believe me. And I thought that if you could sort of steam him up.
Well, I hate to...
Because here he is, the town's leading doctor. But what's it getting him? What's it getting any of us? And there's the stock market with fortunes to be made. I'll bet that if you gave him a good talking to, he'd loosen up.
Oh, but I don't like to
Oh,
interfere.
here they are. Hello, Eddie. Hello, Esther.
Hello.
Well, come in. Aren't they bashful? Come in. I want you to meet Mr. Ace.
Yes, this is Eddie and Esther Whiting, Mr. Ace, cousins of ours, spending the summer here with us.
Pleased to know
Glad
you.
to meet you.
I'm glad to know you.
Going to a picture show tonight?
No, we're going to play bridge. Johnny met Mr. Ace downtown last night. We asked him to come out and play bridge. Johnny just got to talking to him last night, and then Marge and I came along, and we joined in.
Yeah, we heard the folks talking about it on the porch before.
Can we watch?
No, you can't watch.
Oh, why not?
Because I said you can't.
But I'd like to watch and see what happens.
Did you hear what I said? Now, come on, I'll take you two over to the picture show.
Oh, don't go to a picture show, Johnny. We have to play
I'll
bridge.
be back. I'll just get them in. I know the manager over there.
Well, I guess I'll be going.
That's a good guess.
Well, so long.
Well, so long.
Honestly, you two kids always butt in where you're not one.
Is that the guy they were talking about?
Oh, they're so cute. And they've got two brothers, too, older than they are.
Oh, they live here, too?
Oh, no, they're out of town. One's in Canada, one's in California, and one's in Georgia.
Two brothers in Canada, California. That doesn't come out even, does it?
Well, the family doesn't count the one in Georgia. Atlanta it is, really. We sort of just don't think about it.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Marge should be coming along soon, shouldn't she? It's 8:15.
Oh, Janie, there you are.
Oh, well, come in, Father. Dad, this is Mr. Ace. This is my father.
He lives with you, yes, I know. How are you, Mr. Sherwood?
Oh, very well, thank you. And you?
Oh, I'm fine.
Dad's a doctor. Johnny told you, didn't he?
Yes, he told me. I met Johnny last night. I met quite a few of the rest of the family here this evening.
Yes?
Yeah. Johnny was telling me he's trying to get you interested in the stock market.
Oh, he's been at that again, has he?
Yes.
Well, now, don't mind him. He has some idea that there's $1 million to be made overnight. That boy needs a good talking to.
Funny, that's what he said you needed.
Oh, did he know? Well, I'll stick to my own profession, I think.
And how is the doctoring business around here?
Oh, so-so. I managed to keep busy, to keep this household supplied.
Yes, you have quite a household here, haven't you?
Yes, and we're glad to be able to take care of those less fortunate than we are.
Yeah, well, it must overwork you, doesn't it? Or is it true what they say about you doctors taking life so easy?
Taking life so easy. Well, come now, Mr. H.
Oh, taking life so easy. Oh, Mr. Ace, you say the funniest thing.
Well, now, let us know if there's anything we can do to make your stay here a pleasant one. If there's anything I can do personally.
Oh, no, Doctor, there's nothing you can do for me personally, thank goodness. The only thing I suffer from once in a while is a little indigestion.
Oh, I know what to do for that. Would you like a little bichloride?
Bichloride?
Now, Janie.
Or a little milk of amnesia?
Milk of
She's going to make a fine nurse someday.
Yes, I see she is.
Well, I'll leave you two now and go finish my paper. I'll send Marge in the minute she gets here. I understand you're going to have a bridge game here tonight.
Well, I had hoped for...
Well, I'll probably be in bed by the time you leave. Glad to have met you, Mr. Abe.
Thank you. Glad to know you, too, Doctor.
Good night. Janie, don't stay
Yes.
up too late playing cards.
Oh, well, I won't. Taking life so easy. Well, that's awfully clever, Mr. Ace. But my favorite is the one you said last night.
Your favorite? What did I say
You
last?
remember when I was telling you how good that soda boy made the sundaes? You said he must have gone to a Sunday school. Oh, that was the limit.
Yes, I think this is. What time do you
I
think...
told it to Mother this morning at breakfast, and we both laughed, except her. She was busy thinking about dinner, I guess. That's one thing I admire most is a clever person. I always say that a clever person is the hardest thing to be, especially if you can think of things on the spur of the moment. I can think of more things after I go to bed.
What is bedtime around here?
Well, it all depends. Granddad goes to bed first. He's the oldest. Then Dad goes to bed next, and then Mother. No, Uncle Fred goes to bed between Dad and Mother. Sometimes he goes, oh, Mother, I was just talking about you. Come in, Mother.
Is this the young man, Jane?
Uh-huh. This is my friend, Mr. Ace, Mother. This is my mother, Mr. Ace.
How do you do, Mrs. Sherwood?
Oh, keep your seat. Oh, Jane, why don't you take the young man out on the porch and let him meet the rest of the family?
Oh, I think most of the family has made the tour of inspection.
Well, we were just waiting for Marge to come and play bridge with us. Johnny's going to play, too. He took Eddie and Esther to the picture show first.
Have you met Father?
Oh, yes, he was just in here. We had a nice...
And Johnny?
Oh, yes, he came first, I think. Or was he between Esther
No,
and...
he came first.
Yes, he came first. Besides, I met him downtown last night. That is, he sort of met me. He started a conversation.
That's nice. What business are you in, Mr. Ace?
Oh, I handle a line of furniture for a company back east.
Furniture?
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
Hmm.
I suppose your business is very good.
Oh, yes, it is right now. More than I can handle, really. Business is very good everywhere these days.
That's nice.
Yes.
I imagine you make a commission.
Oh, yes, I work on a commission.
Some people work on a salary, don't they?
Yes, some work on a salary.
But you work on a commission.
Yes, on a commission.
Is that better than a salary?
Well, I think it is, yes.
If you wanted to work on a salary, I suppose you could.
Oh, yes, if I wanted to.
Salaries are pretty high these days. What salary do you... Well, do they usually pay a furniture salesman?
Well, that all depends.
Depends on what?
Well, on the salesman, I should say.
Oh, on the salesman.
Yes.
Then it was you who decided to work on a commission and not your company.
Oh, yes, I was the one. I think enough of my salesmanship to insist on a commission.
Oh, is that so? That's nice.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
Do you pay your own traveling expenses?
Oh, yes, I pay my own expenses when I'm on the road this way.
You do? Doesn't that amount to a good deal?
Well, yes and no.
That's nice. What do you mean, yes and no?
Well, it all depends on how much I sell.
Oh, I see. You sell enough to more than make your expenses, is that it?
Oh, yes, I do. My expenses are about $50 a week.
Oh, you make more than that, of course.
Oh, of course.
$50 is a lot of money. I guess what little is left over you make clear yourself.
Yes, I make myself clear, I hope.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Has this been a good week?
Well, so far, yes. I made my expenses the first day out.
Oh, in one day. Now all you make is clear.
Yes, it's all clear. It's getting very clear.
Well, then I suppose you save a lot of money.
Oh, I've got it in various investments, like stocks.
Oh, the stock market.
Yeah.
That's nice. My son tells me everybody's making a fortune in the stock market these days.
Well, I think most everybody is. Can't help it,
If I could only get the doctor to see it that way. What stocks have you?
Oh, well, for one, I have some steel at 218, and I have some telephone at around 289. It's all going way up, of course, way above that.
Oh, you'll make quite a profit, won't you?
I hope so.
Well, I hope so, too.
Yeah.
Is that all you have?
Well, no, since you asked me, I've got about $8 in cash in my pocket.
That's nice. Well, I'll be running along and leave you two together, I guess.
That's nice.
Jane, maybe the young man would like some lemonade. It's in the icebox.
Oh, no
with
thanks,
you.
Mrs. Sherwood.
When Marge comes, Mother, send her right in so we can get started playing.
All right, Ted, I will.
Isn't she sweet? Did you notice how interested she was in your business?
Yes, I think I did detect a slight trace.
She's so sweet. She's like that all the time. All the boys that ever come over here to see me.
To see you, now, really. I came over...
There's been so many boys. Up until a month ago, there was a boy named Paul. He used to come here a lot. But I don't know why he doesn't come anymore. I guess he's not in town, because nobody I know ever sees him anymore. I guess he got lost or something.
No, he's not lost. He's just hiding.
Hiding? What do you mean?
Well, Mr. Ace got his first close-up of Jane's family while he was impatiently waiting for Marge to come over. Jane will have to be straightened out on the Marge angle, too. But more about that when next we meet the Easy Aces. Easy Aces are brought to you 3 times a week by the makers of Anacin, the remarkable remedy that brings such amazingly fast and effective relief from the pains of headache, neuralgia, or neuritis. Anacin does this because it's a combination of medically approved active ingredients, like a prescription your doctor would probably write. For a prescription usually contains not just one ingredient, but a combination of several. So next time you suffer pain from a headache, try Anacin tablets on the proposition that if they fail to give you really fast relief, we'll refund your money. Ask for Anacin. ANACIN at any drugstore.